destiny.
What's up, apprentices and acolytes? If you're looking for more knowledge and Easter eggs for episode 4 of the Book of Boba Fett, Lord Dagovere has your back. Ready up and subscribe for more knowledge. What an excellent episode, man. This is exactly what we needed. So let's get into it. The first thing I gotta say, man, there are so many callbacks to the Mandalorian. And let's just see how Boba Fett is reacting to his bantha. And of course, these are the creatures that make the blue milk. And it's so cool. We saw them in season 2, episode 1 of the Mandalorian, where the Tusken Raiders were kind of using their weapons and their gaffy sticks as like little toothpicks and stuff. And you can just see how much personality and how loyal Boba Fett is to, and also the bantha is in the relationship, kind of like, a horse or a dog or some type of pet or companionship, definitely more than a pet, I would feel like. So banthas, they're not just some big, awesome desert cows, they seem to have a lot of personality and playfulness to them. Now, of course, there's a lot of interlapping scenes here with this episode and season 2 of Mandalorian and season 1. And of course, you get the Fennec Shan shot where season 1, everybody was like, it's Boba Fett, it's Boba Fett. And you see that same shot used here in this scene. And I just love that callback. I love how everything is rhyming like poetry. It's all about George Lucas. And you get to see that with this episode as well. Now, right when Boba Fett is actually taking back Fennec Shan to save her, you get to see the cyborgs again, and cyborgs have actually a huge play in Star Wars, and there actually is a bounty hunter that uses cybernetics, and his name is Valance. I'm not sure if we're going to see him in this entire season of Book of Boba Fett, but he is a bounty hunter, and they do know each other, so maybe that's happening. But the thing that I want to show and bring attention to is the graffiti. There isn't a lot of graffiti in Star Wars, and every time I see it, I actually get really excited. Some of it is in Knights of the Old Republic. You did get to see its live action debut in The Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 1, which was one of the coolest drawbacks. And Jon Favreau and the artist that was creating it was talking about how he really wanted to pick Star Wars graffiti, and it tells a story. And it's very unique because this is a galaxy, so the graffiti would be very grand, and there might be some incredible stories that are left here on graffiti. Alright, so later in the story, Fennec Shan whips out her gun, and then she has all these pockets, and she whips out this surveillance droid. And we've seen a couple surveillance droids similar to this in Battlefront 2. Darth Maul also has his nice surveillance droid that we see in so much in the Phantom Menace. Oh man, I just love this damn thing so much. It has a similar noise, so freaking cool. I need to buy this thing. Now, when they go into Jabba's palace, they're inside the kitchen, and this guy right here is actually the same guy that was talking so much to R2 and trying to discipline R2. And I actually feel like he gets a little bit of what he deserves here, because he was so mean to R2. It's the same voice actor. He sounds exactly the same. It's incredible to see. And then his friend over here is trying his best to summon his is doing his best General Grievous impersonation, and it is so hilarious. It's so funny. Like, he just watched so many droid videos. I don't know, maybe General Grievous is an inspiration to him, but I just thought it was hilarious how he had 6 arms. General Grievous has so many different lightsabers, and almost identical the way he started his little animation for his machetes and everything. So when Boba Fett actually goes back to the Sarlacc pit and he's looking for his armor, it's crazy because he does get stuck in the Sarlacc pit again for a second time. Boba Fett in Legends gets stuck twice in the Sarlacc pit, so it's so cool to see that callback to the old comics of him going back in and falling in and Han Solo trying to save him. Of course, it's totally different because it's with Fennec Shan and he's got his ship, but man, I love that. I love how he's just narrowly escaping the Sarlacc pit so many times. Oh, dude, so awesome. All right, and the final thing that I wanted to break down here was Black Chrysanthemum at the club over here, and he is so upset. He's very upset. You can see him getting very triggered by the Transdoshans, and this is a really big species rivalry, okay? The Transdoshans, which are these reptilian creatures right over here, they actually live right next to Kashyyyk. It's basically a moon, okay? And it's called Transdosha. And what these Transdoshans do is they hunt Wookiees. They hunt Wookiees for pride and treasure, and it's just game to them, so they really see Wookiees as just some thing to collect or kill. And that's why Black Chrysanthemum is sitting there and his blood's boiling and he ends up fighting. It's a big thing. And of course, in one of the first episodes of Book of Boba Fett, you see the Trandoshan give his tribute, and it's actually a Wookiee's pelt. So this has a lot of lore. This has been inside of lore for so long, and I'm just waiting to see the bounty hunter Trandoshan Bosk, because I wonder how Black Chrysanthemum and him are going to interact if they end up showing in this show. But man, I can't wait. So much good stuff here. And of course, at the end of the episode, you hear the Mandalorian theme. You hear Din Djarin's kind of little sound effects. Is he gonna be in the show? It seems like it's implying that. Who knows? I can't freaking wait. Let me know what you thought about this episode. I'll see you around, fam. I hope you enjoyed the breakdown. Let's go. Ready up. Deuces.